I knew I needed to talk about this when someone told me, is there any point to reading the novel? Let me just wait for the movie. Firstly, amen, because we're talking about my upcoming novel. But it really bothered me because this type of ignorance is like a virus and it spreads faster than you can say things fall apart. Storytelling is a very big thing and it becomes worse in this age of digitalization because even short form content will claim that they tell a story. But you can also tell stories with movies and music. But today I want to talk about a specific type of storytelling: novels. You guys know that I love fiction, obviously, but let's take it back to when the romance actually started. I don't know why he did that, so we don't have anything to show you. So my mom used to get us fables as kids, and when she saw that I loved reading fictional stories, she ended up getting me this particular Robin Hood. I didn't enjoy the Bible. After that, she just continued getting me random, bigger, and more complicated books. Then by like SS1, I stole a hardback copy of Yellowstone from her room, and then I was left to explore the world of fiction on my own. Even though I don't read as much as I would love to, it's like one book every 2 to 3 months. I still need to do the Lord's work and remind people of the relevance of novels, especially in this day and age. So let's go. Welcome to my channel. My name is Joseph and I am the film fanatic. Imagination. Novels are the blueprint for imagination. Nothing gets your gears working the way a novel does. The fact is, when you read, the slightest detail hooks you, then you build on that particular detail till you construct an entire universe in your head. Believe me, it is an empowering experience. In this day and age where knowledge is really not hard to come by, the potential and uniqueness of the human mind, a strong mind, is invaluable. A strong imagination is better able to visualize and manipulate elements in your head, which is crucial for the creativity process which is required in all sectors. This is why it is essential for kids to read as much as possible, because knowing alone doesn't get you far anymore. Thank you, ChatGPT.
You're welcome, Joseph.
You need to be able to think and work things out mentally, and reading fiction is the best way to sharpen this skill. Attention. Do you really know whether you have a long or short attention span before some people start throwing ADHD around like a permission slip? The average human attention span is hard to evaluate because there are a variety of factors to consider. There are controlled lab tests for this, but there are also a lot of real life factors to consider if you want to be thorough. But whatever the case, reading fiction does wonders to one's attention span, and this isn't something they just told you in school. There is actual scientific backing behind it. Reading novels works your brain and essentially heals it of all the damage that short form content does. When you know the story is transmitted mentally, there is no other choice. You have to be fully immersed to enjoy it. This is why readers can stay in one spot for hours and non-readers will be thinking it's weird. It really isn't. We're probably just in Hogwarts or Westeros. Developing your attention span will help you grow more analytical and will do wonders for your observational skills. Depth. Now, do you realize that there are full-grown adults out there that don't know how to hold a conversation? And this is honestly one of the things killing the dating scene because everybody expects all the information that they are looking for to be laid out there in a nice, neat format. Most people don't have the patience to have a decent conversation, much less the skills to infer from that conversation, which is just very funny to me because I know the power of a good conversation and I respect the power of dialogue in story. Novels reveal so in a unique way that no other art form can really capture. They are so introspective and authentic that readers can draw a lot about the characters and even the writer. It is literally from the whole about the author that I personally understood the value and significance of trying to understand the mind behind the body of work. You watch a number of dynamics, relationships, and scenarios play out that you cannot help but infer from and even generate your own opinions that will then cause you to reflect. Because me, I know I had plenty of opinions about the romance in Twilight. You cannot tell me anything. I was inside that relationship with them. I've also seen a lot of people carry a good book and acknowledge these transforming effects. Novels will teach you that it is not just the surface, but the substance. Me? I'll just let you have this. The journey. Again, in a world where knowledge isn't too exclusive, a lot of people make the mistake of assuming that the point of reading is to get whatever is supposed to be conveyed. Wrong. It's not like you're asking DeepSeek to just summarize something for you. The fact is, you don't even need to read a book nowadays to know everything about that book, whether it's the characters or plot or settings or theme. But if someone read the book, you and them are not on the same level. It's about the journey, the process, the story. I know people that actually know how to give good gist, and when they are gisting me and trying to summarize, I'm always like, no, please, as you were going, because it is really about the ride. I swear, the worst reply to "I want to know you" is "What do you want to know?" It is not about that. It is about time. Investing time in someone or something and getting something valuable, meaningful, and significant from the time you've spent. Preservation. You know, oral storytelling was a thing for a reason. Of course, you should write stuff down so you don't forget, but stories tell us so much about living, especially living in a time or period that we wouldn't have dreamed of normally. It is a very subtle but powerful way to preserve and celebrate culture because it undoubtedly affects the mentality of all the readers. Novels are a powerful art form that have allowed the lifestyle and ways of thinking that were relevant in earlier times to persevere till this day. It does this by enabling readers to join in the celebration and exploration of an art by becoming willing curators themselves. Whether you acknowledge it or even like it, everything you consume, especially mentally, contributes to the person you are and are going to become. This is one of the reasons I love celebrating African literature. We all know we've been robbed of years of history, but the very fact that we read ensures that that will never happen again. See, I love fiction, and even though I mainly focus on movies and TV shows now, I still love to read and I especially love to write. Reading novels is a glorious phenomenon that I honestly cannot advertise. Just pick up a book and see for yourself. And hopefully, it will be my debut novel, scheduled for release Easter of next year. I will definitely update you guys with any news, but in the meantime, check out my Medium. There are links in the description box to some of my short stories on Medium, including Birth of a Curse, Last to Live, and Rot in the Forest. Please follow, clap, share, and comment if you see anything you like. If this is your first video, welcome. And subscribe to keep up to date with my very weekly content. Dropping a like is all you need to do to show me that you enjoy this video and you enjoy what I do. It means so much to me and it helps me grow this channel. Check out the channel for a variety of content and you will definitely see me soon.